Yo, this is part three. This pretty much is gonna wrap up my whole thing about black superheroes for a while. Um, there's another little interesting thing I think is if you're going to draw or even take up my idea of creating your own black superhero, there's a criteria that is needed. My suggestion: use whatever you use modern day influences. Don't, but use something that connects with you. If you want to make a black superhero, whether it's male or female, you first need to know. First, you need to come up with, how should I say this? A look. It has. He or she has to be on a normal day-to-day basis. Might not need to look like the total shit to the day-to-day basis, but he or she can't be no wimp. He can't be all brawn and no brain. Um, so there has to be something about it. Um, Good story is very important. Good backstory, something that happens before they become a superhero. And please don't make it too stupid. I mean, no offense. If you're gonna do it, don't make it stupid. You know, I think I said it in the second one. Don't make it where he or she has a personal thing against the KKK or some other crazy thing, because it's not really needed. We need a hero, not somebody against racism. He or she needs to be a hero of the people in general, not just of one thing. Um, I know it's kind of hard because to come up with an original story is a pain in the ass, but it's not impossible. Um, Come up with a story and come up with a good costume. Let it build up to the costume. Come up If you're gonna do a costume, first make a prototype, something just to see how it would feel. You're not wearing it, but you're drawing it. Okay? A prototype suit. You know, is he gonna have a cape? Is he or she gonna have a cape? Is she not gonna have? He or she not gonna have a cape? Or is the superhero going to have what particular weapons and gadgets do you think he or she would have? Um, let's draw a couple of ideas in there. Let's say you want to do a female. Let's say you do a female. Let's say she's pure-blooded African. Um, Her family moved from Africa, saw the harshness towards her mom and her dad. Her dad was killed in front of her by a shooting. It wasn't even really directed at him. Let's say some ignorant niggas was across the street shooting and he ended up getting shot trying to protect her. Um, Try to go to the police. The police kidnapped the person, but honestly did not care of what had happened. And that really broke her heart. And now all she has is her mom. A couple of years later, she took up martial arts, went back to Africa, learned some African martial arts, really become a very capable fighter. Even decided to go and learn law. She's a very capable lawyer, but she could be a lawyer, but she decided to become a policeman. Still saw the bullshit and injustice as in policemen. She goes back to Africa to see her family, and she ended up learning of a legend of a stone or some type of um, power or whatever, a family heirloom of a lion, family heirloom of a lion. And she decides, you know, she goes look for it. You know, it is a family heirloom. It might make her mom happy. You know, she goes into the jungle. Let's say she's from the Congo, so she's going to the jungle, and she ends up seeing more bullshit and injustice, and it really fucks with her brain. She ends up killing somebody trying to rape a woman in the jungle or whatever. She finally ends up going to this tribe that's deep in the forest, and they end up telling her, like, you have the same eyes as our, you know, chieftain. Come to find out the chieftain is blood related to her, and she was like, you know, I came here because, you know, my family said there's a family heirloom here. I was like, oh yeah, this is our family heirloom. Like, you know, there's a totem or some statue or whatever, the heirloom of a lion. But he says, like, whoever wears this has all the powers of the lion, you know. The sense of smell, hearing is 10 times better, sharper. Their strength is 10 times better, sharper than anything. And she would end up getting pieces of ancient weapons that are connected to, you know, the lion of that tribe. She doesn't think none of it. She goes home, probably like a couple of months later, go home. That she's still in love. I think the only reason why she takes the martial arts now is just to keep her mind sane. So while she's there, she's picked up a couple more skills from the tribe that she discovered, and really learns some serious powerful martial arts as she comes home. And let's say she comes home, her mom's not all that well. She's shaken up. Come to find out, her mom's been raped repeatedly by the landlord, and she finally couldn't take it no more, and she went up and beat the shit out the landlord, because the landlord was actually thinking about putting the moves on her too, using the whole excuse of, you know, if you don't do what I say, you know, I'm gonna kill your mother. Let's say that's the reason why she kind of went off to the deep end and beat the shit out of this motherfucker. She started to actually beats him up. The amulet that she's carrying starts to glow, like the eye starts to grow. She starts to growl and hiss as she's beating him up. Her mother yells, like, stop, stop. You know, he's down, don't kill him. She finally stops, stands out, and looks at her mother. Mother looks a little bit different from her eye. In her eyes, her mind looks a little bit different. Like she knows those feline characteristics. And she kind of shakes it off and, like, you know, saying that she's sorry and break down and cry. Well, you see where I'm going. This is a progressive little notion, but it can get progressive. But see, just with that, just me throwing out something in the air, we have a damn good story, very good probable cause of why to start this journey, good probable cause of, you know, where you can probably make a pretty alright costume, you know, and it's limitless. You can come up with anything. All I'm saying is, we as black people, and I'm saying this to black people now, that we really should start doing that. We really need to make some good heroes for ourselves. Because it's a need. We need it. Kids need something to look up to. And right now, kids don't have it. All they have is, they don't really have a whole lot of heroes to look up to. And the few heroes that they do look up to is like, it doesn't feel quite enough. Yes, a lot of times one is enough, but when that one doesn't even reflect you, you start looking at yourself as what's wrong with me. And my favorite superhero, my hero, whether it be fictional or not, don't even look like me. And kids need that. Kids need a hero that looks like them. This is not just for us as a black people to find equality with other races around the world. This is us as black people taking initiative and responsibility for ourselves and saying, hey, look, I know what our kids need. Let's give it to them. Our kids need to be happy of the blood that's in their skin. Respect, honor it, and live it with pride instead of hating it secretly. We should be proud of it. Peace.